Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you how to create a spam filter bypass in Microsoft 365 for the secure links that Claude sends. These are the magic links Claude uses to automatically log users into the Claude web application or desktop app. If you're on Microsoft 365, these emails often get held up by authentication and security email scanning. It can take a minute or two for them to arrive, which creates a poor user experience for your organization. I would highly recommend that if you have a team or enterprise plan, that you actually enable single sign-on as the authentication process instead of email authentication. It's a much more secure and more streamlined authentication process. I'll have a video linked in the description below on how to enable single sign-on if you prefer. If you're planning to still use the email links for authentication, let's consider a few things. So before we start, this is not security advice. What I'm showing you will speed up the delivery of your secure link emails from Claude, but creating these bypass rules does reduce the level of security applied to these emails. And you have to think about it as a trade-off to weigh the needs of your organization on security and productivity and make this decision. So let's jump in. First, log into your Microsoft 365 Admin Center and then go to the Exchange Admin Center. First off, I want to show you an email that was sent from Claude. Let's open up Message Trace. I have an email here that was sent by Claude. You can see it was received at 5:56 a.m. It went through the ATP or Advanced Threat Protection scan and was delivered about a minute later. Now, that's fairly slow, but when an end user is waiting for that email, it feels a whole lot longer and could result in a ticket to help desk. The other option besides creating mail flow rules would be to go into Microsoft Defender portal and go down to the policies and rules section and add in the domain or the email address into the anti-spam policy and add it as an allow list. The problem with that is it does not bypass ATP, and so you'll still probably see the delay. Now, this would fix it if you're not getting the emails at all. Okay, back in the Exchange Admin Center, you'll go to Rules and then create a new rule. You can name this rule whatever you wish, but I'm going to call this bypass spam filtering. The sender domain is and then type in the mail.anthropic.com domain. That is the domain these emails are sent from. Go ahead and hit add, hit save, and then we're going to say do the following. Select modify the message properties and set the spam confidence level to bypass spam filtering. So it should be set to -1. And then just go ahead and hit next and finish. Enable the rule by clicking the rule name and then just turn the slider to enabled, and you can see the rule status went from disabled to enabled. Okay, let's create our second rule now. So go ahead and just click on add a rule, create a new rule, and I'm going to name this one bypass safe attachments. And the sender domain is mail.anthropic.com. And drop down, do the following, modify the message properties, drop down and set a message header, and we'll enter in this text. Now, pro tip is you can take a screenshot of this text and just have AI extract it for you, or I'll also have it in the description below. Set that to 1 and next here, and done. And once again, just click on the rule and turn on the enabled slider, and the rule will update the status to enabled. Okay, and the third and last rule is click add a rule again, create a new rule, and I'm going to call this one bypass safe links. And same thing again, the sender is, domain is, and mail.anthropic.com. And do the following, modify the message properties, drop that down and set a message header, and we'll just enter in this text, paste this in, And I'll have the link in the description as well. So save, and then enter the text of 1, hit save once more, and go ahead and click next, and finish, and done. Once again, select the rule name, and then just select enabled, and the status will go from disabled to enabled. Okay, so now let's go ahead and send another email, pop over to message trace, and you'll see that this Claude magic link triggered the 3 transport rules and bypass spam filtering, bypass the safe attachments, and safe link scanning, and the email was delivered quite quickly. If this helped you out, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. It really does help. And as always, thanks for watching.